In this video, I'm going to show you difference between Ingress and Ingress Controller. For this demo, I bought a domain AWS CloudOps.shop at GoDaddy. So I created a hosted zone in Route 53. So if someone tries to visit AWS CloudOps.shop, then it goes to GoDaddy, then it reaches Route 53 and it stops here. And then it goes to NLB, but at the moment I don't have NLB. So once I deploy this NGINX Ingress controller in EKS cluster, then it automatically creates load balance and a network load balancer for us. Then I'm going to map this network load balancer with Route 53. And if you have multiple domains, you can use the same NLB. For this way, you can reduce the cost of load balancer. So that's the reason we're using this. If you What it does actually, if you visit AWS CloudOps.shop, it comes over here and it stops. Then basically this Ingress controller looks for Ingress services. So this one in this case, AWS CloudOps.shop, and this one dev.aws.cloudops.shop. So you can use different domains as well. So for this demo, I'm using one of the subdomains. So, and this Ingress forwards a request to services, and these services forwards request to pods with the specific labels with them. So I already do have manifest files for it. So I do have this repository. I'm gonna put this repository in the description. And if you look into this deployment.yaml file, so make sure to match these labels uh, because these are important. So based on this only, we're gonna divert traffic to these parts. So because if it is deployment, if you want to create multiple parts, then we need to match these labels. And if you look into service, we need to match the same labels with the part. So this service, whenever someone reaches this service, then this service forwards request to based on these labels, which are the parts have this app and web app. And we're going to use Ingress. That Ingress forwards a request to the service. So as per this diagram, if you look over here, Ingress and the service, and this Ingress gets the traffic from Ingress controller. So let's deploy Ingress controller first. So if you look here on AWS, I don't have any load balancers, but once I deploy this Ingress controller, then it automatically creates a load balancer. So just copy this command, paste it. Once you run this command, it creates a namespace and it creates service account and it creates parts and everything in this namespace. You can check that. If I do get PO, so I already set a shortcut for it. So if you want, you can do alias k equal to kubectl get parts. I don't have any parts, but if I look in ingress -nginx namespace, I can say pod. So if I go back to this AWS, if I refresh it, now I can see a load balancer is provisioning. Who created this load balancer? The Ingress controller we just deployed on Kubernetes cluster. So we're done with the Ingress controller. Then we need to deploy pods. So I'm going to do deployment. I already cloned this repo. For this one, I created Ingress with the TLS to use it for HTTPS. So for that, we need to create a secret. I'm going to show you how to create TLS certificates for this one. But let's start with the HTTP one. So okay, if I jump into here, if I do ls, I already cloned this repo. So let's create apply-f deployment, and then I'm gonna create service, and then I'm gonna create Ingress. not the TLS one, just normal Ingress. It works on port 80. So if I do kget ing, so I can see that Ingress, but I don't see any address. So we need to wait for a while. So if you wait for a while, so it's gonna update that load balancer address over here, and you can see hosts AWS cloudapps.shop. If I do kget svc, we have service web app. That looks fine. Let's get pivo. Okay, those parts are up and running now. So if I do kget eng again, now I can see that address over here. So we are done with this Ingress controller, and we created Ingress as well. We got load balancer as well. Now we need to map Route 53 with the load balancer. So let's do that. Go to your hosted zones. I'm going to use a naked domain, so keep it as empty. Then look for network load balancer. Yes, is to 1. Okay. Create records. Then look for status. It's just going to take a while. So meanwhile, I'll explain what happens. So if someone tries to visit AWS cloudapps.shop, then it forwards request to this load balancer, and that load balancer forwards request to this Ingress controller, and this Ingress controller looks for Ingress, and based on their host name, it reaches that specific Ingress, and that Ingress forwards request to this web app. So this way, uh, we can use a single load balancer for multiple domains and on multiple projects if you use same cluster. So let's check that. AWS cloudapps.shop. Okay, I got it. HTTPS. So we need to use HTTP. Now it's my application. We can see that. Of course, it doesn't matter. You can use any image, any Docker image. Okay, so if I want to implement HTTPS, what we need to do, we need to get TLS certificates for it. So let's get them. Then how are you gonna get that? So if you come back to our repo, we need to run this command. So make sure to install certboard on your machine, and then just replace these. So I'm going to use this wildcard and just AWS cloudapps.shop domain, sorry, TLS certificate. So for this one, copy this and run this command. So once you run this command, it's going to ask you to create a record in your DNS, acme-challenge and cloudapps.shop, and then we need to put this value. So let's go back to Route 53 again. Click on create record. That is underscore ACME -challenge .aws cloudapps.shop. We already got this, and then we need to create txt record. So choose txt and give its value. Create record. Just wait for a while. So if you see status sync, we gotta wait for a while. Still pending. Okay, it's in sync now. Come back to this terminal, then press enter. Oh, it's gonna ask you to create another record. That's fine. Just press enter. It's failed. Just rerun that command again, and we need to update this value. Go back here, just choose that one and click on edit, update this value. Again, wait for a while. Some weird reason it asks to create a couple of records. Okay, it's in sync now. Just press continue. It's failed again. Let me rerun again. Maybe we gotta check this with the dig Google. I'll do this time. Come back here again. Underscore ACME challenge. That looks fine. Update this DNS record. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna do dig Google. Okay, that looks fine. So we need to look for TX record. This is ES. Okay, ES. It's been updated. Okay, now I got these certificates. Then what I'm gonna do, we need the content of this file, so copy it. Cat, give that file name. This full chain dot pem it's a certificate, so just do greater than tls dot set. So I'm just trying to output of this content to this file. So if I do ls, if I do cat tls.cert, I got everything in it. That looks fine. And we need one more file. That's a key dot prev dot something, starts with prev. Yeah, prev key dot pem. Then I'm gonna copy to tls dot key. Okay, if I do ls-l, I got tls.cert and tls.key. So I'm going to use these files to create a secret. So we need a secret for that. So just run this command. So it says kubectl create secret tls AWS Cloud Ops. That's a secret name. And it's gonna choose these files we just created. Just copy this. Okay, if I do kgit secrets, I can see the secret now. What I'm going to do, kgit ing, so I'm gonna delete this ingress controller. Sorry, delete this ingress. Okay, delete ing AWS Cloud Ops. Now I'm going to apply. I do have already other file. If I cat ingress tls, so I'm going to use this one again. So it looks for it. We can see the TLS over here, and this one is going to use a secret named AWS Cloud Ops we just created. Okay, let's do this. Okay, apply -f ingress TLS. Okay, that looks fine. If I do kgit ing, now I can see this hosts, but I can see the port 443 as well now. It takes a while to update this address, so it's gonna map it up to that load balancer address. If I come back, If I visit AWS CloudOps.shop now, okay, let's wait for a while. Let me check this again. Okay, get ing. Now I can see that load balancer address. Maybe it's been cached. So let me use the browser. AWS CloudOps.shop. It seems it's using the old certificate. Verified. AWS CloudOps.shop. It seems it's using that fake certificate. Okay. If I look, okay, get secret, AWS CloudOps, that's fine. If I do Ingress TLS, secret name is AWS CloudOps. That looks fine. Let's check over here again. Seems it's been cached. Let me look here. History command TLS.sub. That looks fine. Let's check this. I used wildcard, and this one is CloudOps.shop. That looks perfectly fine. AWS CloudOps.shop. It should work actually. Okay, now it's worked. It took a while. Maybe if I refresh this one, now it works. Because we got to wait for a while, but I don't have enough patience to do that. So that's fine. Now we can see that certificate over here. So if I check in this Google Chrome, now you can see that certificate. We just got it today, September 5th. Okay, as I said, if I come back to this diagram again, let me close this. We're done with this one. So if you have other domain, for instance, maybe mother.com. So if you want to use the same load balancer and same cluster with the different parts, you can use that as well. So what you need to do, you created a hosted zone, then it comes to mother.com, then it goes to load balancer, then it goes to Ingress controller, and then it looks for this specific Ingress. So for this demo, I do not have other domain, so I'm going to use the same domain with the subdomain dev, and then I'm going to forward this request to different parts. So let's do that. So if I come back to this repo again, I do have in the same repo I do have a folder dev. For this one, I created Ingress TLS with just added subdomain dev. I'm gonna use same secret because I created that secret with wildcard. So I'm gonna we can use that with the same with different subdomains as well. So for this one, I'm gonna forward these requests to different parts to show that different content. So that that makes a difference to understand it. So if you look over here, AWS Cloud Apps.shop, it goes to different parts. So you can see this website. But once I create that, so I already created secret, so I don't need to create secret. So dev folder, I got deployment.yaml with the image Tomcat. So I'm just using different image. I just made a customized image for that. So what I'm going to do, just apply -app deployment.yaml. Then I'm gonna create service as well. If I do CKAD SVC, I got a web and dev service which is created 4 seconds ago. If I do get pivot, I can see different dev parts as well. Those are up and running. Now I'm gonna create Ingress TLS. That's been done. So if I do kget ing, now I can see dev cloudapps.shop. So this one is going to get the same address in a while. So now how it works, if I try to someone try to visit dev.aws.cloudapps.shop, then it comes to Route 53, then NLB, then it goes to Ingress controller. From here, it looks for the Ingress which have dev.aws.cloudapps.shop. So it looks for that host. Then once it reaches here, it looks it has a map to the service. So it forward that request to respective service. So if I come over here, Ingress, so it is forwarding to this service named dev, and thus that service dev forwards requested to these pods that have app and dev as labels. So which pods have that this one? So even you can check here as well, kget pivo hyphen show labels. So you can see these labels. So based on these labels, it's gonna forward the request. So if I do kget ing again, so now we got two Ingress controllers, Dev and AWS. So as I said, they have same endpoint. So this load balancer. So if I come back here, if I do dev.aws cloud ops.shop, okay, we need to map that in here as well. I just forgot this step. Create, then use subdomain dev alias, choose endpoint network load balancer, and choose region is to 1, and then that load balancer. Click on create record. So once it propagates this, you can visit this. We gotta wait for a while to do that. Still pending. Okay, it's in sync now. If let's try this in different browser. Dev.aws cloudops.shop. Okay, we gotta wait a while, then it's gonna be updated. This one works fine. Oops. Did I break something? CKAD ing. This one looks fine. Okay, now we got it. If I look for AWS cloudops.shop dev, it's gonna work, but maybe it's gonna take a while again. Let's check this. Dev.aws cloudops. Okay, this one looks fine. Just wait for a while. Okay, didn't work. Let me try this in different browser. Dev.aws cloudops.shop. Okay, still check these files again. CKAD ing. Service dev, port number 80, that looks fine. Cat service.yaml, okay, put 80, that looks fine as well. App.dev, deployment app.dev, that looks fine. Let's wait for a while then. So if I dev.aws cloudops.shop, maybe here. Didn't work. So let's check with ns lookup dev.aws cloudops.shop. Okay, this one is resolving to these three IPs. So if I do kget ing, so let's copy this load balancers URL, and then just to make sure 64.38.86. Okay, it's resolving to that load balancer. That looks fine. Let me visit this in my mobile. Dev.aws. Okay, it did work. Let me check this manifest files again. Ingress TLS dev, same security uses, that's fine. Service has HAPdev. Everything looks perfect, but dev.aws cloudops.shop, that looks fine. Maybe we gotta wait a while. So let me check that the pods are running fine. Data, AWS, Cloud Ops, Shop. Okay, actually it's working on my mobile. Maybe it's been cached over here. So let's check that again. But I was able to see the page and okay, now it works. It took a while to update these DNS things. So okay, that's the way we can do it. We can use one load balancer that works with the ingress controller, and we can create multiple ingresses to divert traffic to different services and then parts. Thank you so much for watching. If it is confusing, just watch this video multiple times and practice it. Thanks again.